Welcome to my channel, Travel the World Japan, the land of the rising sun, home to bullet trains, bizarre vending machines, and more ramen shops than you can shake a stick at. It's a country that truly has something for everyone. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or a first-time visitor, Japan will leave you speechless. From the neon-drenched streets of Tokyo to the serene temples of Kyoto, it's a feast for the senses. And trust me, you'll want to experience it all. So, if you're looking for the ultimate Japanese adventure, you've come to the right place. In this video, we're counting down the top 20 places you absolutely have to visit in Japan. Get ready for stunning landscapes, fascinating culture, and enough delicious food to satisfy even the pickiest eater. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on an epic journey across the archipelago. Let's dive in. First up, we're kicking things off in the beating heart of Japan, Tokyo. This sprawling metropolis is a whirlwind of activity, where ancient tradition collides headfirst with futuristic technology. It's a city of stark contrasts that will leave you utterly captivated. One minute you could be wandering through the tranquil Meiji Shrine, and the next you'll find yourself lost in the neon jungle of Shibuya. No trip to Tokyo is complete without a visit to Tokyo Tower. But Tokyo is so much more than just its landmarks. It's the electric energy that buzzes through the streets, the endless rows of quirky shops and cafes just waiting to be explored. Next, we're hopping on the bullet train and whizzing over to Kyoto, the ancient capital of Japan. If Tokyo is the energetic younger sibling, Kyoto is the wise, contemplative older one. This is a city steeped in history and tradition, where ancient temples and serene gardens transport you back in time. Prepare to be dazzled by the shimmering gold leaf of Kinkakuji, also known as the Golden Pavilion, and lose yourself in the seemingly endless orange gates of Fushimi Inari Shrine. And if you're looking for that quintessential Japanese experience, a stroll through the Arashiyama Bamboo Grove is an absolute must. But Kyoto is more than just temples and shrines. It's a city where you can wander through the traditional Gion district, catching a glimpse of geishas gliding gracefully down narrow alleyways. It's about indulging in a tea ceremony, savoring the delicate flavors and the art of this ancient ritual. Kyoto is a city that stays with you long after you've left. It's a place to escape the hustle and bustle of modern life and reconnect with something truly special. So, get ready to immerse yourself in the magic of Kyoto. You won't regret it. Right, Osaka. You know, the city that puts the konnichiwa in konnichiwauza. This place is a goddamn delight for the senses, especially if your senses are obsessed with food like mine are. Forget your fancy Michelin star restaurants. Osaka is all about that street food life. Imagine biting into a steaming hot takoyaki, those little octopus balls, the sauce dribbling down your chin, blissful. Or how about okonomiyaki, a savory pancake piled high with whatever your heart desires. Don't even get me started on the kushikatsu, deep-fried skewers of pure deliciousness. And when you're not stuffing your face, Osaka has plenty more to offer. Osaka Castle, for example, is an absolute must-see. It's this imposing, majestic structure that just screams history, and also great Instagram photo op. Then there's Universal Studios Japan, home to the wizarding world of Harry Potter. Yeah, you heard that right. Harry Bloody Potter right here in Japan. Whether you fancy a butterbeer or a spin on the Hogwarts Express, it's a guaranteed good time. Alright, let's talk Mount Fuji. Fuji-san, the big guy. This iconic snow-capped peak is pretty much Japan's national mascot, and for good reason. I mean, have you seen pictures of this thing? It's majestic, spiritual, and bloody massive all at the same time. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, you can actually climb Mount Fuji during the official climbing season. It's no walk in the park, mind you, but reaching the summit at sunrise? Let me tell you, that's a feeling that'll stay with you forever. Not into the whole hiking thing? No worries, mate, you can still soak up Fuji's magnificence from afar. One of the best spots is Lake Kawaguchi, where you can snag that iconic photo of Fuji reflected in the still water. And if you're feeling really fancy, why not treat yourself to a night at a traditional ryokan with views of Fuji? Picture this, soaking in a steaming onsen, cup of green tea in hand, Fuji looming large in the distance. Pure magic. Next up, we're off to Nara, a city that's basically a giant open-air museum with deer. Yes, you heard me right, dear. Hundreds of them just roaming free in Nara Park, munching on crackers and generally being adorable. But don't let the cuteness overload distract you from the fact that Nara is also home to some seriously impressive temples. Tadaiji Temple, for example, houses one of the largest bronze Buddha statues in the world. It's absolutely massive, and I mean massive in the best way possible. Then there's Kasuga Taisha Shrine, famous for its thousands of bronze and stone lanterns. Picture this. You're wandering through the forest, sunlight filtering through the trees, and suddenly you stumble upon a clearing filled with glowing lanterns. It's like something out of a Miyazaki film, and the best part is, these deer, they're everywhere. So you can enjoy a healthy dose of history and culture while simultaneously being surrounded by furry little creatures who are just as happy to see you as you are to see them. Moving on from the peacefulness of Nara, let's talk about Hiroshima, a city etched in history. Visiting is deeply moving, acknowledging the atomic bomb's impact. It's a somber reminder of devastation, but also a testament to resilience and peace. The park is built around Ground Zero. You'll see the Genbaku Dome, preserved as a symbol of peace. Just a short ferry ride away is Miyajima Island, famous for its floating torii gate. It's especially beautiful at sunset, a reminder of hope and resilience. Next up, we're heading north to Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost island. If you're into skiing, snowboarding, or just frolicking in the snow, Hokkaido is the place for you. It's got some of the best powder snow in the world and top-notch ski resorts. But Hokkaido isn't just about winter. In spring, the landscape explodes with color. Fields of lavender and Furano will leave you breathless. And let's not forget about Sapporo, the capital of Hokkaido. It's a modern city with a great food scene, especially for seafood lovers. Make sure to try the Sapporo beer, brewed fresh here. From the snowy peaks of Hokkaido, we're heading south to Okinawa. Okinawa is a different world altogether. Tropical islands, crystal clear waters, and a laid-back vibe. Think white sand, turquoise waters, and coral reefs teeming with marine life. Whether you're a scuba diving enthusiast or just fancy snorkeling, Okinawa is a paradise for water lovers. Number 9 on our adventure brings us to Nikko, a greatest hits of Japanese scenery and culture. We're talking UNESCO World Heritage Sites, magnificent waterfalls, and the star of the show, Toshogu Shrine. A masterpiece of ornate decoration, you'll be snapping photos like crazy. Don't miss Keegan Falls, one of Japan's most impressive waterfalls, and take a wander along Lake Chuzenji's scenic shores. Next up, we're off to Hakone, synonymous with relaxation and stunning views. Picture this, you soaking in a steaming onsen surrounded by mountains with Mount Fuji looming majestically. Hakone is famous for its hot springs. For art enthusiasts, check out the Hakone Open Air Museum. On a clear day, you might glimpse Mount Fuji in all its glory. Our next stop is Takayama, a charming town like a time machine back to old Japan. Wander through streets lined with traditional wooden houses. Takayama feels like a perfectly preserved Edo period town. Narrow streets, old merchant houses, dark wood facades, and sloping roofs. Expect a samurai, but you'll bump into a tourist taking a selfie. Takayama's got a lively side too. The morning market is a must visit. If you're there during the Takayama Spring Festival, you're in for a treat. Elaborate floats, traditional music and kimonos, a celebration of Japanese culture that'll leave you feeling special. Right, next up on our Japan journey is Kanazawa, a city that's like stepping back in time but with a modern twist. It's got this real, elegant vibe, known for its beautifully preserved samurai districts and some seriously impressive gardens. First on the list, you've got Kenroku Garden, considered one of the top 3 landscape gardens in the whole of Japan. And trust me, you'll be blown away by its beauty. It's got ponds, it's got bridges, it's got tea houses, all designed to create a sense of perfect harmony. You could easily lose yourself for hours wandering around this place. And if you're a history buff, you have to check out the samurai districts. These narrow streets lined with old wooden houses and earthen walls will transport you back to the Edo period. You can almost picture samurai strolling through these streets, eh? It's like a scene out of a movie. But Kanazawa isn't stuck in the past. For a taste of something a bit more contemporary, head to the 21st Century Museum. It's packed full of thought-provoking installations and modern art, making it a real contrast to the traditional side of the city. Next up, we're off to Kobe, a stylish port city famous for something very close to my heart and my stomach. That's right, we're talking about the legendary Kobe beef. Get ready for a culinary experience like no other. But before we get too sidetracked by delicious steaks, let's talk about the stunning views. Kobe's harbor is something special, especially at night when the city lights reflect on the water. It's incredibly romantic. You can take a stroll along the waterfront or even hop on a boat tour for a different perspective. And if you're feeling energetic, why not take a hike up Mount Roko? The views from the top are absolutely breathtaking, stretching out over the city, the harbor, and beyond. You can even take a cable car up if you're not feeling up to the walk, so Kobe's got it all: delicious food, stunning scenery, and even a bit of a workout if you're up for it. Now, our journey takes us to Nagasaki, a city with a complex and poignant history. It's a place of great beauty, but it's also a place that reminds us of the devastating power of war. A visit to the Nagasaki Peace Park is a must-do. It's a somber and moving experience dedicated to the victims of the atomic bomb. The park has a number of memorials, including a poignant statue of a child holding a dove symbolizing peace. But Nagasaki is also a city of resilience and hope. For a glimpse into its past, head to Glover Garden, a beautifully preserved European settlement dating back to the 19th century. It's like stepping back in time, with its charming houses and gardens offering a glimpse into a different era. And just a short ferry ride away lies Dejima, a former artificial island that once served as Japan's sole trading post with the outside world. It's now a fascinating museum showcasing Nagasaki's unique history as a gateway between Japan and the West. Alright mates, buckle up because we're headed to Kamakura, a coastal town just south of Tokyo. Imagine strolling along sandy beaches, ancient temples and lush forests, and a giant Buddha statue. The Kamakura Daibutsu, or Great Buddha, is over 40 feet tall and weighs over 90 tons. You can even go inside the statue for a humbling experience. Kamakura is teeming with temples and shrines, like Kotoku-in Temple and Tsurugaoka Hachimangu Shrine. And don't miss Hasadera Temple with its stunning hydrangea gardens. Kamakura's hiking trails offer breathtaking views of the coastline and countryside. Whether you're a history buff, nature enthusiast, or just need a break, Kamakura has something for everyone. Let's hop over to Fukuoka, a city on Kyushu Island bursting with flavor, history, and good vibes. Forget Tokyo, this is where it's at for proper Japanese soul food. Hakata ramen, the king of all ramen, with its rich pork bone broth and thin, chewy noodles. Just the thought of it makes my stomach rumble. Fukuoka's got more to offer than just noodles. You've got the imposing Fukuoka Castle ruins and the serene Ohori Park, perfect for a relaxing stroll or picnic. Head down to Canal City Hakata for more food options. Fukuoka's vibrant, youthful energy is hard to resist. Feel it in the air, in the crowded streets, and the laughter from the yatai. Fukuoka knows how to have a good time. Come hungry, come curious. Oh, and did I mention the ramen? It's something else. Right folks, prepare to be humbled because we're about to enter sacred territory. Ise-Grand Shrine, the most important Shinto shrine in Japan. This place is practically vibrating with spiritual energy, dedicated to Amaterasu, the sun goddess. It's a sprawling complex of over 125 shrines, all connected by serene paths through towering cedar forests. Walking through these woods, you feel peace and tranquility. And then there's the stunning Shima Peninsula, with its jagged coastline, pristine beaches, and crystal-clear waters. Ise-Shima is known for its fresh seafood, especially spiny lobsters and oysters. Ise-Shima is a destination that will stay with you long after you've left its sacred shores. Next up, we're heading to Shikoku, the smallest of Japan's 4 main islands. Shikoku is famous for its 88 temple pilgrimage, and the Naruto whirlpools, a natural phenomenon in the Naruto Strait. Plus, don't miss the Sanuki Udon, a regional culinary delight, perfect after a day of exploring temples and whirlpools. Right lads, we're diving into the heart of Japan's northern Alps with Nagano. This prefecture is a proper gem, known for its stunning mountain ranges, steaming hot springs, and get this, snow monkeys. You heard me right, snow monkeys. Nagano's claim to fame is Jigokudani Monkey Park, where you can see these cheeky macaques chilling in natural hot springs. Imagine it's the dead of winter, snow's falling, and these lads are having a right good soak. It's mental, innit? But it's not just about the monkeys, oh no. Nagano hosted the Winter Olympics back in '98, so you know there's some top-notch skiing and snowboarding to be had. And for those who prefer a more zen experience, there are loads of temples and shrines scattered around the place. Honestly, Nagano's got something for everyone. Whether you're a nature enthusiast, a history buff, or just fancy seeing some monkeys in a jacuzzi, this place is well worth a visit. Alright mates, let's hop on over to Yokohama, a bustling port city just a stone's throw from Tokyo. Now, Yokohama has a bit of a reputation for being the less cool little brother of Tokyo. But don't let that fool you, it's a cracking place in its own right. Yokohama was actually one of the first Japanese ports to open up to foreign trade back in the 19th century. That legacy lives on today in places like the Yokohama Chinatown, which is absolutely massive by the way, and the historic Western-style buildings in the Yamate district. But don't think for a second that Yokohama's stuck in the past. Oh no. It's got a modern side too, with the futuristic Minato Mirai district boasting some seriously impressive architecture, including the landmark tower, which offers panoramic views of the city. And if you're a fan of instant ramen, well, you're in for a treat. Yokohama is home to the Cup Noodles Museum, a shrine to everyone's favorite college dorm room snack. So yeah, Yokohama might not be Tokyo, but it's definitely got its own unique charm. Well, there you have it, folks. The top 20 destinations in the land of the rising sun. From the bright lights of Tokyo to the zen gardens of Kyoto, the soaring peaks of Mount Fuji to those cheeky monkeys having a bath in Nagano, Japan truly has something for everyone. Hopefully, this list has given you some serious wanderlust and inspiration for your next trip. Remember, this is just a starting point. There's a whole world of hidden gems waiting to be discovered in this amazing country. So pack your bags, grab your chopsticks, and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on future Japan shenanigans. Cheers!